Hi, in this video I will demonstrate how to work with Spinner in Android. I will show you step by step how to do the following. Number 1. Add a spinner in XML and load the list of items with a string array defined in a string resource file. If the available choices for your spinner are predefined, it's the best way to do. Number 2. Add another spinner in XML and load the items dynamically using Array and ArrayAdapter. Number 3. Add a normal button and set a click listener on that. When clicked on this button, it displays selected values of the two spinners as a toast message. And number 4. Set OnItemSelectedListener on both the spinners to handle the OnItemSelected event, which is triggered when the user selects an item. By the end of this video, you will be able to do this. Let's get started. Open Android Studio and click Start a new Android Studio project. Click Next. Write the project name. Give the package name, and I'm going to save on my D drive. For language, select Java, and for minimum API level, select API 15 Ice Cream Sandwich. Click Finish. Now wait for Android Studio to build and configure your empty project. What is Spinner? Android Spinner is used to quickly select one item or value from a list of items. It is just a drop-down list seen in other programming languages. For example, Android Spinner is like a combo box of AWT or swing. It is very much like the HTML select tag. However, there is no multi-select available at this time. In the default state, a spinner shows its current selected item. Touching the spinner displays a drop-down menu with all other available items, from which the user can select a new one. Android Spinner is associated with an adapter, so we need to use one of the adapter classes with spinner. The choices you provide for the spinner can come from any source but must be provided through a SpinnerAdapter, such as an ArrayAdapter, if the choices are available in an array or list or ArrayList, and a CursorAdapter if the choices are available from a database query. Android Spinner class is the subclass of AbsSpinner class. Now you must be thinking why we need adapter and adapter view in the first place. The simplest example for the adapter is the AC power adapters. Suppose you are visiting Europe from the US with your laptop which expects a US power supply. To get your laptop plugged in, you are going to need a power adapter that accepts your US plug and allows it to plug into the European power outlet. The AC adapter knows how to deal with both sides, acting as a middleman. This is the idea of an adapter. In Android, adapter acts as a bridge between an adapter view and the underlying data for that view. The adapter provides access to the data items and is also responsible for making a view for each item in the dataset. Some commonly used adapters in Android are ArrayAdapter, BaseAdapter, CursorAdapter, Simple CursorAdapter, etc. You can also create your own adapter class by extending BaseAdapter or ArrayAdapter to create a spinner or list view based on your specific requirement. An adapter view is a view group that displays items loaded into an adapter. Commonly used adapter view subclasses are list view, spinner, grid view, and gallery. In general, these views provide the selecting capability in your app's UI. So the main purpose of adapter and adapter view is the efficient use of your resources and to provide flexibility. I will go to activity_main.xml and design the XML layout. I will change this layout to linear layout. I will just delete this text view, change the gravity to center and orientation to vertical. Then go to Design tab and from the common drag and drop a text view into the linear layout using the component tree. Go to Text tab. I will change the layout underscore width attribute to wrap content. Then for the text, I will go to res, values, strings.xml and create a new string. I will name it tv underscore title. And for the value, I will write simple spinner demo. Come back to activity underscore main.xml and refer this string using @string /tv title. I will change the text color to @android color /hollow blue dark. I will also change the text size to 32 sp. Next, I will drag a vertical linear layout into the root linear layout using the component tree. I will change the width and height attribute. Go to Design tab and here I will add 2 text views and 2 spinner elements. So go to Common and drag and drop a text view and then go to Containers, drag and drop a spinner. Go to Common, drag and drop another text view, Containers, drag and drop another spinner. And finally, go to Button and drag and drop a button inside the linear layout. Next, I will change some attributes. I will change the ID to spinner month. I will change the layout underscore width attribute also. And for this one, spinner year. For the ID, I will give btn submit. For width, wrap content. For the text, I will use submit. Please remember that the best practice for giving the text attribute value is to use the strings.xml file. Okay, now check the design. Let's give some margin to this linear layout. Write layout underscore margin 16 dp. And here I will give some margin bottom of 16 dp. Let's see. I will also change the text color for this text views to hollow blue dark. Alright. Now go to main activity.java First, I will declare object references of our views. So write spinner, spinner month, comma, spinner year, button, btn, submit. I will declare a string array to hold the months that I will populate programmatically. Now inside onCreate, create the objects by calling findViewID, which returns a reference to our view. Write spinner month equals to findViewID r.id dot spinner month. Spinner year equals to findViewID r.id dot spinner year. btn submit equals to findViewID r.id dot btn submit. Next, I will call two methods to populate the spinners, which I will define later. Click on the method name, press Alt Enter and select the first option, which says create method, populate spinner month in main activity. Click the next method name, press Alt Enter and select populate spinner year in main activity. To populate months, I will write months equals to new date format symbols dot get months. Next, I will create the ArrayAdapter instance having the month list. ArrayAdapter string month adapter equals to new ArrayAdapter. For context, pass this. For resource, pass android.r.layout.simpleSpinner item. And for string array, pass months. Then write month adapter dot set drop down view resource android.r.layout.simpleSpinner drop down item. Finally, set the ArrayAdapter on the spinner. Spinner month dot set adapter month adapter. Now go to strings.xml and write string array inside that. Write string dash array, name it spinner underscore year. Inside that, within the item tag, write the items. I'm just going to copy and paste a couple of times. Press Ctrl Alt L to format the code. Alright. Now come back to main activity.java and write ArrayAdapter of type string ArrayAdapter equals to new ArrayAdapter. For context, pass this. For layout resource, android.r.layout.simple spinner item. And to get the string array that we defined in strings.xml, write get resources dot get string array and write the name of the array r.array.spinner_year. Next, set the appearance of the spinner by writing ArrayAdapter dot set drop down view resource android dot r dot layout dot simple underscore spinner underscore drop down underscore item. Finally, set the adapter with the spinner. Spinner year dot set adapter ArrayAdapter. Go to onCreate and here I will create a onClick listener on the button and show a toast message based on which spinner items are currently selected. So I'll write button submit dot set onClick listener new onClick listener, and inside onClick I will create two string variables to get the values from the two spinners. String month equals to spinner month dot get selected item, then convert it into string by calling toString method. String year equals to spinner year dot get selected item dot toString. Then I will show the toast message. For that, write toast dot make text. For context, pass main activity dot this. For message, I will write month concatenated with comma and year. And for duration, write toast dot length underscore short, then call the show method. Run the application to check the output. Change the month and year. Press submit. May 2017. Perfect. Next, I will attach OnItemSelectedListener on spinners. So write spinner month dot set on item selected listener and pass this spinner year dot set on item selected listener this. Now click on this keyword and press Alt Enter and select the second option, which says make main activity implement android.widget.adapterView.onItemSelectedListener. Select the methods to implement and click OK. Inside OnItemSelected method, I will check which spinner object was selected and do the necessary task using a if-else-if condition. So write if parent dot get id double equals to r dot id dot spinner month. To get the selected item and store inside a string variable, I will create a string selected month equals to parent dot get selected item, and then call toString method to convert this into a string. Then I will show the toast message. So write toast dot make text. For context, pass this. For text, pass selected. Concatenate this with selected month, and for duration, pass toast dot length underscore short. Then call the show method. Then write else if parent dot get id double equals to r dot id dot spinner year. Again, I am going to create a string variable selected year equals to parent dot get selected item dot toString. I'm just going to copy this line and paste here, and I will change this to selected year. Okay, now run the application to test the code. If I select March, I get selected March. If I select July, I get the proper toast message. For the year, if I select a different value, I get the corresponding toast message. Okay, everything works perfectly. Now let me show you few more techniques by which we can get the spinner item. I'll just copy this line and paste below and write parent dot get item at position, and here we can pass the position that I am getting from here. Okay, then we need to call the toString method to convert this into string. Run the app to test our code. Change the month to May. Yes, I get May. August, I get selected August. So it also works perfectly. Another technique is to use the months string. So write months, and for the index we can pass position. Test the code. Select a different month. Perfect. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, write those in the comment box below. Please like the video, share the video and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this.